Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody's week going? Great news for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Russell Wilson might be starting as the quarterback this weekend, and that's some fantastic news. I know a lot of people have been pushing this Justin Fields character quite hard over the past 6 weeks, but honestly, I cannot wait to see Russ go at it. Fields is averaging only 188 pass yards per game. And we have some good receivers. Pat Firemuth, dude, he's a solid tight end. I don't care what anyone says. That guy's an absolute weapon. And he's sitting across from Washington, who's 6'7", 280, who can run like a deer. And then we got George Pickens. Those are three prime targets. And, I mean, Calvin Austin is a lot better than people give him credit for. And we're only averaging 188 yards per game. That's terrible. And a lot of people like that Justin is like a great rusher. Like, oh, what's Russell Wilson gonna do behind this terrible offensive line? How is he? We're not gonna have as many rushing touchdowns. Au contraire, Mujer. I don't know if you realize this, but Russell Wilson just happens to be one of the best rushing quarterbacks in NFL history. He's going to do great. And it's like, oh, look at his time in Denver. He's declining. Absolutely not. Let's clear some stuff up about Russell Wilson in Denver. First of all, his first season there, the ownership screwed over the entire team just to try to get Aaron Rodgers to go to Denver. And that, yeah, they hired Nathaniel Hackett as their head coach. For crying out loud, no one would hire Nathaniel Hackett. The only reason he got the job, his one qualification, is that he has an excellent relationship with Aaron Rodgers, and that's who they're trying to get to go there. And so they tanked their entire season, bringing in all new coaches, new quarterback, everything. Screwed their entire team over for that one season. But how did Russell Wilson look last year? Fantastic. He was still running all over the place, still extending plays, still playing great. He took down Kansas City at Kansas City, and they have one of the strongest home field advantages in the entire league, if not the strongest now. And he ran all over the place on them. He still got it, and he can throw. Justin Fields doesn't look improved year over year. And I don't get why everyone's so hot on him. He hasn't shown anything to be like, wow, he's taking the next step here. And everyone's acting like he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't get why the gaslighting is so strong with this kid. It's just odd to me. I don't get why people continue to push for Fields when Russell Wilson's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's just gonna play better. Justin Fields just kind of needs to take a step back. This could be great for Justin Fields, by the way, because he gets to learn from Russ and maybe recover some of his mentality that he lost in Chicago playing with them and just struggling. When you go like 10-28 in your first few years as a professional, that's got to be a mental battle, and he just doesn't seem to make progress year over year. And he should look into that. What's he not doing in order to take that next step? And maybe he can figure that out on the bench. But Russell Wilson is going to be excellent, and it's the right choice for the Steelers. People arguing against that are just completely crazy. There's can't remember the lady's name on ESPN saying it's like, oh, Russell Wilson will have to play better than he did in Denver in order for it to be an upgrade for Justin Fields. Okay, well, Justin Fields had to play better than when he was in Chicago to make it make any sense for us. And he really hasn't. So, yeah, I am super excited as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan to finally have a great QB back at the quarterback position. Should be an excellent game. Another primetime game against the Jets, whose defense doesn't look as strong as it did last year. So, should be a dub. And, yeah. How awesome. Congratulations, Team 3. We finally got our guy in there. Goodness gracious. Hopefully the gaslighting will now end. Doubtful.